Guys, we are back once again. Me and Ian, we are here recording the weekly vibe. Ian, how are you?
I'm good. Really wish Craig was working, so we're using Powwow,
Yeah,
this
we're
new
using the
recording
Power
bot.
Bot. Yeah,
We'll see how it goes.
yeah. Hopefully
Um,
the quality comes out nice.
it should. It took me about 25 minutes to figure it out, but now that
Yeah,
we have,
so
it's a lovely Wednesday
yeah,
evening now here in the
technically.
East Coast. Uh,
Wednesday morning here.
yes, it's a
It's
lovely day.
12:29 and morning/night.
That is
Yeah,
correct. It is morning on the
morning. Yep.
Eastern Standard Time. So
Me,
that's
yep. Me and Ian are about to share a nice big mug of coffee. Um,
yeah, got to
about
get my
to
day
record.
started.
Right. Yeah,
Um, but yeah, so feel like this episode will be inducted into the Hall of Fame. That's how I feel.
yeah, clever, clever. Yeah, today, as kind of celebration of the recent Hall of Fame inductees, today's entire episode will be dedicated to the Hall of Fame. We
True,
will,
true.
true.
Shout out to everybody who made the Hall of Fame.
In fact,
Um,
as a perfect shout out, I will now read out an entire list of everyone that was inducted this year.
W.
All right, so the class of 2021 ceremony had Rick Edelman, coach, Chris Bosh,
Woo!
player,
Woo!
Paul Pierce, player, Bill Russell, coach, Ben Wallace, player, Chris Webber, player, Jay Wright, coach, Yolanda Griffith, player, Lauren Jackson, player, Vale Ackerman, contributor, Howard Garfinkel, contributor, Cotton Fitzsimmons, contributor, Bob
Mhm.
Dandridge, player, Tony Kukoc, player, Pearl Moore, player, and Clarence Fats Jenkins, player.
Woo! Yeah, Cotton Fitzsimmons, one of the greatest coaches ever. Kind of a funny
Yeah,
name, but
yeah, I like that.
W. Shout out to the WNBA players who made it as well. Yolanda Griffith
Right.
brought a championship to the city of Sacramento. Lauren Jackson was great
Yeah.
with the Seattle Storm. Both very deserving. Yolanda Griffith's one of the better defenders of all time. So in the WNBA, but
Mm,
very deserving list. Um, and I especially feel that way about Ben Wallace finally getting in.
yeah.
I feel that way, and I feel that way about Chris Webber too. I feel
Yeah,
like
shout out, Bob.
Paul Pierce, I felt like was going to be a given,
Yeah.
but it took Chris Webber forever to get into the Hall of Fame. So shout out to
Mm-hmm.
him for getting in.
Yeah. Sh- Shout out
I
to
also
Russell for getting in as a coach.
Russell just continues to add to
Mm-hmm.
his GOAT resume.
Yeah.
Uh,
It's insane the amount of accomplishments he has.
yeah, it truly is. But
Yeah. Yeah.
very happy, and I think I'll start off with the one that I was like super. I already said the two that I was like really happy for, but I was especially
Right.
happy for Ben Wallace because I felt like it was like,
Yeah.
all right, they finally took somebody that, and they've done this before, obviously, but it just feels rare to have a player like Ben Wallace have that heavy of an impact on the defensive end and not
Mm-hmm.
that great on offense. Obviously, he was kind of a issue there, but he
Yeah.
was insane defensively, and to recognize that I felt was like really good. Um,
Yeah, it's a good message for future inductees and classes in general.
like you don't need to score 20 points a game for your career to have
Right.
a major impact on the game. Ben Wallace only
Correct.
averaged 5.7 points per game for his career.
Yeah.
So you do not need to be dropping 20
Yeah.
points a game. If you can have the impact that you can on the defensive end, I mean,
Right.
it's an all-time defensive. Uh,
We're, it's a declaration of war to all the hoop heads out there. When
sure,
when Draymond
declaration.
when Draymond Green retires and 4 years later he's inducted to the Hall of Fame, I will be dancing.
Yeah, because he's another one that deserves it.
Yep.
Although he's I feel a little bit more competent on the offensive end.
Yeah,
But
obviously.
but just like to note, like the most points Ben Wallace ever averaged in his career was 9.7 points.
Right. Yeah, that's wild.
And but the man for in probably what his prime would be considered averaged 3.5 blocks, 3.2 blocks, 3.0 blocks. Also averaged 1.7 steals, 1.4 steals, 1.8 steals. No reason that he shouldn't be taken.
Right. Absolutely
Into the Hall of
insane.
Fame.
Yep.
Just a all around great defender, and then also really happy to see Chris Webber get in, an all time playmaking big. I've been watching a lot of Webber film of late, and his passes and his timing are exquisite. Very deserving. He should have a championship with Sacramento, but he doesn't, because sadly, Tim Donaghy exists and Robert Horry exists. So it happens.
Nice.
And also happy for Bob Dandridge. He's been waiting forever.
Right.
And he finally got in. Greyhound definitely deserves it. So that was good. He gave a really long speech. That man was up there for felt like a half hour.
Yeah, I still have yet to watch all the speeches, but I will. I'll probably watch them tonight after we record. I've been instructed to watch the Ben Wallace one for sure.
Ben Wallace was an interesting one. I liked it. Some people were kind of like, I feel uncomfortable, but I really liked it. He was first off, the introduction was great. They played. Ahmad Rashad introduced him as Ben Wallace, like how they did it in Detroit, and then they played those bells, couple
nice
church bells, and then he gave his speech. He definitely deserved it, and same thing. All the speeches were really good. I really liked Adelman's. I liked Chris Bosch's. I really liked. Pierce was fine, I guess. I'm not a big Pierce fan, but still a great player, still very deserving. I didn't get to see Weber's. I need to watch Weber's. But I'm glad that Weber got in, and his legacy really shouldn't be defined by that timeout that he called that they didn't have in the NCAA tournament.
That was very, very weird.
Yeah, it was a 18-year-old mistake, and that's what happens.
Yep.
So yeah, shout out to everybody who made it. It was good. I was happy with the inductees. And I'm looking forward to whoever is on it next year. I think that Manu is on the ticket now. And I think Manu should be first ballot Hall of Famer. So it will be interesting to see what happens in that sense.
Yeah.
Because we in ATDs, and this is something we'll get into in a second, but like we value somebody like Manu as like an early second rounder, and he was a sixth man for his entire career, pretty much. He started actually pretty much one whole season, but he was still like a notorious sixth man and the best one at it ever by a long shot. I feel he had an incredible impact. He's highly portable. I know we hate that word, but he is good defender. Just the guy that you want on your team. And he's very much a reason for the success of the Spurs. So I do hope he makes it on. I'm trying to think who else is on the ballot. That's new, maybe. Um,
Hmm.
hmm, hmm. I know that
Hmm.
it's yes, 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 yes. This article. Manu, Joe Johnson's eligible.
Hmm.
Um, those are the two that are probably the newest ones. Um, and then in 23, Dirk, D Wade, and Tony Parker all become eligible. And then, so yeah, Dirk and D Wade become eligible. VC will be eligible in 2024. Some holdover candidates: Marcus Johnson, Tim Hardaway, Michael Cooper. Um, Sean Marion should be considered. Horace Grant. I'm taking
Yeah.
this off an article. And way to
Hmm.
leave the session, Kev.
Hey, that was kind of it. Like actually, unironically, threw me in and out multiple times. It
Oh
was
wow.
really weird. I kept going, but I'm like, wait, hold. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So
Definitely a very interesting list of names. Like I said before, I don't know how likely they are to consider a Joe Johnson.
well, okay. Here's the thing: is like the NBA Hall of Fame or the Basketball Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm.
It's not as strict as say what baseball is. Um,
Mm-hmm.
like the Baseball Hall of Fame, like you actually feel like it's super prestigious.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas like the Basketball Hall of Fame, I've been looking at some of the names, and it's it feels like they let in people that like were good, obviously, but were they Hall of Fame?
Yeah.
Uh, I don't know. Like for instance, who's somebody for instance? Um, like is somebody like hmm, trying to find like a
Uh,
good example here. Like is Jack Twyman a Hall of Famer? Like he had a
who
great
knows?
career, but is he a Hall of Famer? We really don't know. Um,
Right.
you know, mm, mm. I almost said Pete Maravich, but
Yeah, Pete Maravich is a bum. Shout
well,
out.
he's the thing is Pete Maravich really is in there for his whole basketball career and not just like what he did in the NBA.
Mm,
That's then no, that is why he's in there. Because
yeah.
like Bill
Shout
Bradley's in
out
the Hall of Fame.
Calvin Murphy. Calvin Murphy. Good name.
Mm, Calvin Murphy was wait, he's in the Hall of Fame?
Yeah, Calvin Murphy's in the Hall of Fame.
Well, I really okay. You're gonna want to regret saying couldn't shout out to Calvin Murphy if you
Calvin the
look him up.
Murphy.
But
Oh, oh no.
um, but like there's just some names that you're just kind of iffy on in terms of like, do I think that like the
Mm.
issue is like the people that they're inducting, it's for their whole basketball career. So somebody like um, Vlade Divac is going to get in,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I don't necessarily like agree that he's a Hall of Famer because I've only really seen him in the NBA. Um,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, I
Huh,
mean there's a lot
uh,
of different names. Um,
I now see what you mean by regretting looking up Calvin Murphy.
yeah, well, to keep it PG
That's
here,
a
we're
lot of
not going to
kids.
mention what. Yeah, it's just, and I used to like Calvin Murphy until I saw that. So
Yikes.
hey,
Yeah, but yeah, Calvin Murphy, probably one of the worst Hall of Fame inductions ever.
eh,
Really solid peak player, but he doesn't have the career resume at all.
yeah. I'm
What was
still
that?
looking at. Oh, one of my a video just randomly started playing. Sorry,
It's
it
like
happens.
this is a fun
Um,
episode here at the Weekly Vibe. We're just
yeah,
memeing around.
we're all over the place in what is supposed to be like a congratulatory episode for the inductees, and instead I'm just like
we're just
out here not knowing what I'm doing.
it,
But hey,
it
it
be one of
happens.
the funnier ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, okay, Vern Mickelson,
For Nicholson.
Buddy made it as a player. Like, I don't even I don't even know if I've heard of him, but like it's just like some of these guys are like older. Oh yeah, he played in the 50s. He's gonna get it in.
Yeah,
But like I hope they become like a little more like
yeah.
I don't know, like just a little more strict with who they let in.
Yeah, I mean,
Like I was talking with my uncle one time, and we were like, yeah, like Chris Bosh getting in, like definitely his peak and stuff like that is very Hall of Fame worthy. But like
mhm,
for his whole career, like
mhm.
it's hard to say, but like the more I've like learned about the game, the more I've learned about Bosh. Like
Yeah,
I feel like he absolutely is a Hall of Famer.
yeah.
Um,
Yeah, there's some weird ones in here. Like, who even is Jack McCracken? You know?
Meadowlark Lemon made the Hall of Fame.
Yeah,
So
unironically,
you know.
1962 Hall of Fame, Jack McCracken, inducted as a player. You gotta see, are there any more funny ones on here?
Uh, I mean, the people who were inducted at that time. Well, there's also Branch McCracken.
Branch McCracken, nice.
So like the first Hall of Fame class, like
Mm-hmm.
from what I can tell, based on the names, like the original Celtics, the first team, Fog Allen, um,
Fog.
Mikan, Naismith, uh, Amos Alonzo Stagg, like those guys were all major contributors to the game. So it's like, okay, I
Mm-hmm.
understand why they're in. Like
Right.
Mikan, it felt like Mikan needed to be the first one in.
Yeah, but
And
then you go up a couple years, 1961. You've got fucking Bernard Borgman. Who's Bernard Borgman?
wait, Bernard Borg. No
Berg,
disrespect to the family of Bernard Borgman, but
not
I'd really
even Bernard Bergnard. Is that what it? Wait, yeah, Bernard Borgman. Bernard.
Bernard Borgman. All right, let's see what comes up.
Come on,
Nothing comes up.
nothing comes up. I look this up on Basketball Reference. But,
It's Bernard Borgman. It's not Bernard. It's
no,
Bernie.
it says Bergnard.
Benny Borgman. There we go. Found him. Oh, he was on the original Celtics. Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Um,
It's on the NBA site. It says Bergnard. I was like, whoa, that's a new one.
that's a. Oh, he was the first coach of the Syracuse Nationals of the National Basketball League, which
That's
is
cool.
now the NBA's Philadelphia 76ers.
76ers. Ben Simmons. Ben Simmons sucks.
Anyways, back to our regularly scheduled programming.
Back to our
Yeah,
regularly scheduled programming. It's, yeah, really, really good lineup of Hall of Fame inductees this year. I look forward to next year. Let's get
yeah, I really do hope Manu gets inducted. I hope some other guys do too.
mm-hmm.
I don't think you were in here, but like Marion isn't in, or any of those other guys.
Yeah.
So I could see them getting in there. But yeah, overall,
Yeah.
really happy for everybody who made it.
Yeah, of course.
So should we move into the next topic, which is also Hall of Fame related?
Yeah, so for our next topic, we kind of wanted to kind of discuss the separation between real and all-time drafts. This next topic is going to be if there were an all-time drafts Hall of Fame, who would be in it that wouldn't be in the real Hall of Fame?
Yeah, that's a good one.
I think For the meme, I think Bo Outlaw is a good one. Bo Outlaw is a standout bench player on so many teams,
Yeah, he's just
so many winning
general, like,
teams.
underrated.
Yeah, of course.
He I think I commented earlier because of our
Mhm.
pending budget challenge. I said, why can't the Hall put Bo Outlaw in the Hall of Fame? So I was struggling a bit trying to find a bench big, but
Yeah,
he's a very interesting one
yeah. I
to
think
name.
let's see. What are some more good ones?
Well, like two that I can think of, like off the top of my head. I'm not sure if like a Shane Battier or a Robert Covington will ever
Right.
get in
Yeah.
the Hall of Fame.
Patty is absolutely an all-time draft Hall of Famer. Yep.
Yep.
First
But
ballot.
I do think there's like a chance that he could.
Yeah.
Covington, I don't see a chance for.
No. No.
But I do see a chance for him
Mm-hmm.
because he was like very good. So
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
trying to think of some other people that are in. Looking at the ADP sheet
Mhm.
as with.
Let's
Um,
see. Is I may be stupid asking this question.
but is Michael Jordan a Hall of Famer?
Is Michael Cooper a Hall of Famer?
Well, I think you cut out when I was talking about that, but I was
Mm,
reading off like some names that ESPN threw out. Michael
yeah.
Cooper was one of them.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay. Okay. So yeah, Michael Cooper, with the way he's valued as a really good defender in these and like matchup wise, I think he would be an eventual one if we start like an all-time draft Hall of Fame.
yeah, I think he's definitely a good one. Partial three, all D.
Hmm.
Um, you know,
Yeah.
decent playmaker. I know what you want to say.
Hmm.
Um, but yeah, yeah, he uh, he definitely deserves one.
Yeah.
I'm looking at some other ones here, like
Like the PJ Tucker.
not PJ Tucker, but Sean Kemp. Um,
Sean. Ooh.
he's
Wow.
not in the Hall of Fame. I'm not sure he ever will be.
That's weird.
Should he be? But yeah. But
Mm, wow.
so yeah, he's not in.
Oh yeah, his drugs problems will probably come out of it.
Yeah,
It's
probably.
really sad, but yeah, Sean Kemp with the value he has in these would definitely be a Hall of Famer in all-time draft history.
Mhm.
I think,
Yeah, for sure. I'm still kind of going down the list. Like a
right.
Luol Deng.
Uh, maybe. I think,
Yeah, I'm not really sure Deng will be a Hall of Famer. If he
I
is,
think
like, props. Sorry,
Drew
Luol. I'm
Drew
just saying that.
Drew Drew Holiday could be a good future one. I
He
don't know if
could. I'm
Drew
I'm
Holiday
kind
will
of
cement a
going.
Hall of Fame career.
Oh, Paul Pressey.
Paul Pressey's a good
He's
one.
a
Paul
he's
Pressey,
an AT darling.
yeah, he's a staple on a lot of good teams.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Um,
mm,
I don't believe Alvin Adams is in the Hall of Fame. Um,
no.
but again, an all-time playmaking big.
Hmm.
Yeah, there's some good names on here.
Hmm.
Some people that um maybe shouldn't ever be in the Hall of Fame. Um,
Yeah,
just trying to think.
that's Danny Granger, perhaps,
Per flaps.
perhaps, mayhaps.
Um,
Danny Granger's a good one. see. Korver?
Yeah, Corver's not going to be a Hall of Famer unless like people recognize how good of a shooter he was.
Right, yeah. Yeah, I think Korver will be an all-time draft Hall of Famer because he's such like a reliable spacing option on top teams. Like
Mm-hmm.
he fits really well with stars that need spacing. Like
Yeah.
he's perfect on those guys like Shaq who needs like the space to just absolutely dominate.
Yep. For sure. Um.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean,
Korver's a good one.
ooh. What about T Mac?
T Mac. Actually, T Mac would be if we had like a ballot system. T Mac would probably be a first ballot Vibe Central Hall of Famer.
For sure. Well, oh no, wait. Yeah, no, T Mac's in the Hall of Fame. I don't know what I'm
He
talking
is,
about.
yeah, okay, yeah. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, I thought that someone was talking about T Mac earlier and how he shouldn't be in the Hall of Fame. I
Nah,
thought that was kind of stupid,
yeah,
but
sometimes you gotta acknowledge the great peaks.
yeah. Um,
Mhm.
yeah, I really don't know many others that I can think of.
Mhm.
Like let's see. Hmm. Hmm. Mark Price is not in the Hall of Fame. Meanwhile,
Larry
he's like,
Larry Nance Sr. Another one.
yeah, the Nancer works.
The
Um,
Nancer.
um,
Fucking Doug Christie. Doug
yeah,
Christie.
a lot of 3 and D guys, really.
Yeah, we'd have a pretty good like role. We'd have a good like role player section in our Hall of Fame.
Yeah. Uh, yeah. Um, trying to think. Tipa is. Um. Hmm. Sleepy Floyd. He's a good
Yes,
one.
34 is a good one.
Great peak, but
Yeah.
not much else to him.
Hmm. Uh, Andrew Bogut? Question mark?
Yeah, that man's never getting in. I hate to.
No.
Not
Uh,
with how his views on the world are right now. I don't think the Hall of Fame is going to want to add in any more
no.
racists to the mix. So
Yeah.
doubt
But
there.
all time draft wise, if we were to like induct really good bench players, Bogut probably gets in after a couple.
Yeah, yeah,
Just generally speaking, like all time draft value wise, because I think definitely Bogut could be one. Tyson Chandler could be one because he's actually startable on some teams.
yep, yeah, for sure. Um, yeah, I really don't got any others off the top of my head right
Yes,
now.
there's a very limited list of guys who would specifically fit like an all-time draft Hall of Famer, but not like a real Hall of Famer.
Yeah, yep,
Like,
faux show, faux, faux show.
taking uh, Marcus Smart. Marcus Smart would totally get inducted.
Yeah, totally. Uh, anyways,
Marcus Smart is Hito? Is Hito? I doubt
Hito. Why did you have to bring Hito up? Hito
Hito
would get into an ATD Hall of Fame, sure.
Hito would. He wrote somewhat very valuable score. See, there's a site called the Not in Hall of Fame. It's pretty interesting.
Oh,
Make
so you're just
no, I just now discovered it. Um,
mm,
not in HallOfFame.com. Shout out whatever that website is. So, not functioning very well at the moment. No, it's a little clunky. Oh, we'll search up some more names. It can fit one or two more. Sam Perkins? Question mark.
Yeah, Sam's not bad. He's not like anything crazy, but like if we're talking about like
right.
ATD Hall of Fame, like I feel like the ADP sheet within itself is already a Hall of Fame type thing.
Well, yeah, somewhat. Like, I feel like it would be fair to value like what they contribute because they're overpriced players and underpriced players.
Mm-hmm.
Like I think Sam Perkins. I can't tell if he's underpriced or not because like being a spacing big is super super valuable.
Yeah, for sure. For sure.
Like especially at the level that he did it, he shot a really good percentage for his era.
Yeah, he definitely did.
Yeah, I don't want to reach too far here because obviously, if we were to start, it could be a fun project. But if we were to start like a Vibe Central Hall of Fame, it'd be a very long time before some people get in.
Yeah. Yep. I don't know if like somebody like George Mikan would get in our version
No,
of a Hall of Fame because we're
no.
like, I think I saw this on Reddit. Like somebody wanted to like redo the Hall of Fame, and I was kind of like, there's obvious issues with it, but like, I dislike the thing of taking players out of the Hall of Fame who
Yeah.
deserve to be in.
Well, conceptually, if we did one, it would be more of like the all-time draft players Hall of Fame.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Like you could even have like a format to it, like for every ceremony, induction ceremony, it's one player from a certain range or something. That way, with each one, you have your headliners and fill-ins and etc. That's just a small concept I'm talking to myself about.
Yeah.
Maybe for people listening, maybe I'll think on that. Maybe sometime soon we'll get a Vibe Central like monthly or yearly Hall of Fame. Monthly probably works better.
And I will make sure that Pete Maravich is a first ballot Hall of Famer.
Oh no! Oh no!
Birdie would like that.
Okay. If you were to induct a first ballot $1 Hall of Fame player for Vibe Central specifically, what would that player be?
Okay, I gotta pull the ADP sheet back up, but if I gotta look at the $1 guys quick.
Yeah.
Let's see who's the number one $1 guy.
Best,
Well, I'm not inducting Andre Roberson, who is the best $1 player. That is not going to be my first option. I'm going to look down the list a little bit. Ooh. Yeah. Going down this list, I think I would induct Tiny Archibald.
Yeah. Interesting.
I think I would induct him first, and then do like Jamal Wilkes, or it's not. I guess for like the name of the player, but like Cliff Hagan.
Wow.
Yeah, there's definitely not inducting Pete first.
Yeah, so if I were to do specifically an all-time draft Hall of Fame, and I were to do like a $1 category, I think Jerry Sloan would be one of the very first picks.
Interesting. Yeah, Sloan's been getting a lot of love recently, which is good to see.
He's starting to become a very common pick. A lot of film studies have been done. It looks like he's a very versatile player. Offensive film starting to come up. It's starting to look like he had a good jumper. which is interesting.
Hmm.
So it's very possible. I Milt and Liam agreed on this, but it's starting to seem like Sloan was pretty underdrafted.
Yeah, I think a lot of it has to do with the era, which is like
Yeah,
annoying.
right.
But I've always liked Sloan. Um, so I I would agree with that would be
Yeah,
pretty
yeah.
cool.
If I were to start like a Vibe Central all time drafts Hall of Fame project, one of my first inputs would be Jerry Sloan as a $1 inductee for sure.
Interesting. Yeah, I was kind of looking more at uh like I guess offensive esque players,
Mhm.
like Tiny and those guys.
Yeah, yeah.
But
I'll have to think on that. Maybe that could be a fun project.
yeah, it could be. Be interesting to see um,
Hmm.
what comes of it.
Yeah, yeah. I'll remember that. We'll get back to that. I'll think on it, folks. You have my word here, my full confirmation. I will be thinking about that.
There you go, people.
Yes. Let's see. Are there any more names we want to throw in?
Not that I
Any?
can think of
Yeah, me
off the top of
neither.
my head.
Yeah,
Um,
that's those are some good names thrown in. And people that would make sense in all-time drafts Hall of Fame, but not the real Hall of Fame.
right. Yep.
Yeah, so perhaps in a relatively quick episode, perhaps we can move to our Bogut challenge.
Our Bogut challenge. Yes.
But yeah, Andrew Bogut challenge. Shout out Andrew Bogut. He is
Yeah. Let's
sponsoring
shout
this
out Andrew
challenge.
Bogut. Let's
Andrew
shout out
Bogut.
a neo-Nazi. Anyways, um,
Yeah, shout out Kevin McHale, guys. I had to do it.
yeah. Anyways,
Dave Collins.
yeah, all the greats,
All
all
the
the
great,
great people.
all the great
Um,
people. My lovely Americans. Oh my God. Well, Bogut's not American.
no, he's
Oh
not.
well, he acts like one.
Anyways, we're getting off.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah. So for our budget challenge this week, we had to do a 10-man, $100 team of only Hall of Fame inducted players.
mm,
It's
mhm.
it. It was a fun one. I had a lot of fun with my team. I had the Kev's Hall of Kev. Um,
The Kev's Hall of Kev. That
yep.
sounds great.
So for my starting lineup, I had Jason Kidd, Allen Iverson, Rick Barry, Kev and Garnett, and Connie Hawkins. Then
Nice,
moving to the bench, I had JoJo White, Elgin Baylor, Chet Walker, Jamal Wilkes, and Vlade Divac.
nice. I like it.
Yeah, I really like the ball movement on this team. I feel like the ball is moving very frequently. I feel like it fits and meshes pretty together.
Mm-hmm.
I think,
Yeah, for
well,
sure.
I'm not as sure about how the spacing would work, but I feel like overall it's all right.
Yeah, I think it's fine. Um, really fun team to think about,
Yeah,
actually.
yeah. I feel like it'd be a pretty good highlight maker of a team.
Yeah. Don't know how well Allen Iverson and Rick Barry get along, but hey,
Yeah.
uh,
Oh yeah. Yeah. Allen Iverson would kill Rick Barry for sure. But
uh, but
on
yeah,
court, on court in terms of player fit, I think they mesh well on a KG team.
yeah. Well, for my team, the Ian
Yeah.
Memorial Basketball Hall of Fame, um, and I kind of went with similar players here, but
Mm,
I mean, I kind of wanted to. So
yeah.
basically, to pay homage to the dudes who made it this year, I put every single one of them that were the main player inductees onto this.
Yeah.
So my starting lineup is Allen Iverson, Kobe Bryant, Paul Pierce, recent Hall of Fame inductee, Chris Webber, a recent Hall of Fame inductee, and Ben Wallace, another recent Hall of Fame inductee. And then the bench, I have Tiny Archibald, who, by the way, if anybody's wondering, will never play with AI on the court. Like if you're
No.
looking at a rotation, he's not going to play with them. So
No.
shush. Then I got Elgin Baylor, Bob Dandridge. Shout out Bob Dandridge. He is a recent inductee. Then I got Tony Kukoc, another recent inductee, and then Zelmo Beatty to round out the team.
Yeah, I like that a lot. I feel like the fit is pretty solid. I like Weber here. I feel like both AI and Kobe can have plays where they work off the ball, and it opens up Weber's passing and playmaking ability.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, for sure. Kind of what I was. What I was going for.
Not necessarily all the time, but it definitely allows for some pretty good plays to trick a defense, keep them guessing.
Yeah, for sure.
Because
that's what I was going for.
Yeah, you have an offense where you have multiple guys that can move it, make the plays, which is really nice. Essentially what I was going for too with like Kidd, Iverson, Garnett, Hawkins.
Yep.
Overall, some pretty fun offenses here. Your bench is pretty cool. Honestly, yeah, Iverson, Archibald should never see the floor or else it won't go well.
Yep. Exactly. It would go pretty horrible.
Yeah. I think the defense on your team seems pretty nice. At first glance, I was like, but now it's coming around a little bit. Well,
I mean, AI is not great, obviously,
no,
but
AI is not
Kobe is a
good.
great defender.
Kobe good, Pierce good.
Weber's
Pierce. I think Pierce is a better defender than credited by some people.
Yeah, and then Ben Wall is just a notoriously horrible defender.
Right. Yeah. Who asked for Nikola Jokic but worse? You know, like.
all right.
Yeah, overall, some really nice teams. I feel like these are some of our funner teams.
Yeah, for sure.
Really cool ball movement between both. I think I'll give myself the championship on this one.
That's okay.
I had the good team, the very very good team. I think about my team more, especially the name. Next episode, I will be making the team Kev. That will be very cool.
There you go.
Yeah, yep. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be huge.
All right.
Nope, that's my next team name. I'm gonna call it the Kev Bigleys.
All right.
Yeah, to sum it up, very nice teams. I look forward to seeing what we do next episode with a potentially more challenging team challenge. Challenging team challenge. Yep.
Potentially, yes.
Potentially next I already pitched Ian to what we'll be doing next week, so potentially it'll be pretty hard, pretty fun.
Yes.
Yeah.
So this was a fun episode to be a
very
part
fun
of.
episode. Honestly, had more laughs than I usually would in an episode.
Yeah,
ended up being a pretty funny one.
We were riding the struggle bus for a while.
Yeah.
But once we got it figured out, it was.
Yeah, it turned out pretty nice. This was a pretty fun one. Let's see. Check it now. Yeah, we're hitting about 50 minutes. Pretty nice. Pretty cool.
Always like shorter
and
episodes. It makes for people to want to.
Right. Yeah. So officially W's in chat. Make sure to thumbs up the video. Help us with that algorithm. Specifically comment with W. Just like spam W in the comments. Get our video in the YouTube trending section.
We can already guarantee an L in chat from Kibler.
Yeah,
because that's just the type of person he is.
yeah, Kibler, I'm here to confirm right now in front of our not live audience that I am taking back everything I said about you a couple episodes ago.
There you go.
You are
You
now
heard it
our
here.
public enemy number one of Vibe Central. So
Yep. There you go, Kibler. Look what you've done.
yeah, look what you done, Kibler.
It's all on you, bud.
Go
All on
to
you.
go to the timeout corner and think about what you've done. It's you're no dinner tonight, no after dinner dessert. You're done, finished.
Your theme. You're done.
Yeah,
Goodbye.
I was making party pizza and everything.
No. Well, anyways, it is now 1:15 in the morning.
It's 1:15 in the morning.
I'm just starting my wonderful day with going to bed. So
Yeah.
we
Gotta
will.
get sleep, get ready for work, school.
Yep.
Yeah, it's I'll throw it out real quick. If you're currently in schooling at the moment, good luck. Get that stuff done.
Yeah, I definitely don't hope you all fail.
No.
No, totally
Hmm?
not.
No. Yeah,
Anyways,
good luck with all your school years. If any of you are working in a job like me, good luck with getting through your job and school at the same time. It's not very fun.
no,
I understand when school comes around, it's a big struggle, but I believe in all of you guys. Get it done.
get her done.
Get her done.
All right. On that note, we're gonna end. So we
I'm
will.
Larry the Cable Guy, and I support Vibe Central.
And on that note, we will see you guys next week. Peace.
Peace.
You're the problem with the weather.